Hey, shalom, shalom. It's your brother out here in GMS LA, GMS Ancient of Days, another video. But before I start, I want to give all praise, honor, and the glory to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, RAKAH HaKodash, and double honors to the elders and apostles of GreatMillStone that rule well, and peace, and much love to you, sincere Akim, pushing this word in all sincerity and truth. And shalom to all you confused in the face Akim scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, getting yourself right, listening and learning in these last days. I'm just going to do a video on this article I came across real quick and drop a couple of scriptures just dealing with the government shutdown. And it says over 1,500 federal workers affected by the government shutdown are asking for donations on GoFundMe to help pay their bills. And that shows you the desperation that these government workers are in, man. You know, that they got to go and get a GoFundMe page just to help pay their bills, man, which shows you that Trump and his government don't give a damn about the people, man. They never have, they never will, man. And that he's willing to you know, jeopardize people's livelihood just to get a funky-ass wall put up over there on the border, which the reason that he has for building this wall is all bullshit anyway. Talking about the MS-13 and the drug trafficking and all this other bullshit where that's a fucking global thing that goes on around the planet Earth, man. Even your own elite that run this country, they're into trafficking, human trafficking, blood sacrificing, drug dealing, and all this other bullshit, man. So it's all bullshit. It's all, you know, for a bigger purpose, man, which is really to, you know, bring in martial law, to bring in sedition, to bring in the Civil War, man. All right. And, you know, it's over 800,000 workers, man, that are affected by this, government workers that are affected by this government shutdown. And that's not even including all the people that are receiving help from the government with food stamps, Section 8, WIC, and all that. So really, if you total up everything, it's well over 1 million people that's being affected by this government shutdown because Trump is being a big fat red baby, man, because he wants money for the wall, man, which they could easily take $5 billion from the fucking military spending, which is over $500 billion. If I'm, you know, I think I could be wrong, but somewhere around that number, they could easily take $5 billion from the military funding and pay for this wall, man. But it just shows you that, you know, it's something bigger behind this. But anyways, you know, I'm gonna get into this article and just show you the desperation that these people are in, man. It says, for many federal employees, the missing paychecks means delay in bill payments. And a lot of these people live paycheck to paycheck, man. A lot of these people, then, you know, they're struggling. They're hurting, man. A lot of them are going to app-based jobs. They're driving Ubers, you know, doing Postmates, delivering food, doing whatever the hell they got to do, man. Looking for second jobs so that they can pay their bills, man. And the government don't even give a damn. Just leaving them out there cold, man, you know. It says, in the picture at the top of the GoFundMe campaign page, a smiling Nikolai sits in his family car ready to go somewhere. In the description underneath, his mother, Diana Arnold, describes a more dire situation. Nico for short, has muscular dystrophy Duchenne, a disease that left him wheelchair-bound, which means his family needs a disability van to move him around. But because of the government shutdown, his family soon won't be able to afford the towing charges necessary to send the van to an auto shop for a fix. His family is one of thousands in America that depend on federal paychecks that, because of the shutdown, won't be arriving on time this month. We have bills to pay and children to feed, Nico's mom wrote on her family's GoFundMe page. It pains me to have to resort to begging for anyone to have a heart and donate whatever they can to help out the ones in need, not just us. And this is a recurring theme around the country right now, man. You got a lot of people that's being affected by this, man. And it's going to ramp up and be even worse by the end of January if this shutdown is still going on. And all these people who depend on food stamps, you know, WIC, government assistance, Section 8, man. So imagine if that this government shutdown don't go, and those bills and the government's not going to pay for these people that need these benefits. What those people are going to resort to, man. They're going to resort to violence. They're going to resort to stealing. They're going to resort to killing. They're going to be resorting to protesting. It's going to be a madhouse out here, man. You know, and that's ultimately what it's going to go to, man. And for a lot of you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans that make up the 12 tribes of Israel that's dependent on this, and you ain't putting your faith in YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI, you're going to be left out there in a cold, dire situation, man. And, you know, and they can use this crisis to, you know, to starve you out to the point to where you're going to be begging for a solution, man, to where where they can bring in the RFID chip, man. You know, so it's crazy, man. This is leading up to a lot of things, and it's all lined up with biblical prophecy, man. This is part of Babylon not being healed. you know? It says the Arnold's GoFundMe page is one of at least 1,500 on the fundraising site under the tag Government Shutdown. Across the platform, federal employees are sharing stories of how the government shutdown, now in its 20th day, has affected their lives, leaving them struggling to pay their rent and other bills. It says 2 sons asked for help for their mom. Look, you got Jake in there, you know, that's affected, you know. It says in one campaign, 2 boys named Robert and Trish are asking for help paying their mother's bills. My mom does not get help from the state. She works really hard to provide for me and my brother. One of the boys wrote on their family's fundraiser that is closing in on $5,000 goal. And I was reading another article, man, where a lot of these government workers, man, a lot of them are PhDs. A lot of them are so-called educated college graduates and all that shit. And a lot of them work for NASA, different departments like that, man, to where they're supposed to be highly skilled in their profession, and they ain't making a dime, man. They ain't making a dollar. They ain't making a buck, man. And they struggling, you know, they done spent all their savings, man. You know, they're in the most direst of straits, man. And with no, you know, light and you know, like with no solution in the immediate future right now, man. Because they don't know how long it's going to go. And Trump said he's willing to let this shit go all year if it needs to be, man. You know, and then you got a lot of people that's dependent on their federal income tax this year to get it so that they can, you know, a lot of people are broke from Christmas and these holidays from spending all their damn money and rolling up debt, buying Christmas gifts and all that dumb bullshit to where they put themselves in a deeper hole of debt that they was hoping that this money, this income tax was going to come so that they can pay off some of those bills, man. And they're not going to have it, man. So it's just building upon stress. And, you know, when people get stressed like that, especially a lot of these people, it's going to lead to them to doing drugs, drinking more, alcoholism, drug abuse, man. Like I said, armed robbery, man, strong armed robbery, whatever you got to do to survive, man. You know, it's crazy, man. It says the last few weeks have been really hard. My mom was in the process of trying to move so my brother and I can have our own room. This has come to a stop now because she has not received her paycheck and interest rates have gone way up. In addition, our lease is up and we don't know what we are going to do. So a lot of people are being left with nowhere to go, with no solution in sight, man. A lot of people are going to end up homeless, man, if this thing end up going just another month or 2, man. People are going to be homeless, man, with nowhere to go. They're going to be out on their ass, man. You know, which, like I said, is going to lead to a lot of desperation, a lot of impulsive maneuvers by these people, man. You know, women going to start selling their ass, man. They're going to start doing whatever they got to do to try to, you know, make ends meet, man. It says the boys added that their mom can't get a second job because we are her second job. Dozens of people have donated in the 2 days since the campaign went live, and many commented offering support for the boys to stay strong. See, look, 800,000 government workers won't get their paychecks. Crazy, man. In another campaign, Julie Burritt, who last month told insiders she had to pick extra shifts at her local Barnes & Nobles to make up for the lost income, wrote that she is on panic mode as the shutdown continues. See, like I was saying, a lot of people are going to end up panicking. Some of these people are going to kill themselves, man, if it gets that worse. You know, and that blood is going to be on the hands of the United States government, man. It's going to be on Trump because he want to be a big baby, man. Which, you know, through the spirit, we hope it ramps up. We hope it causes more and more chaos and uproars of the people, you know, so the biblical prophecy can be fulfilled, man. It says, if you'd like to help, any donations are appreciated. She wrote on her GoFundMe page, which now has raised $11,278. That was $5,000 goal. But she's the Edomite shit. She getting her money, man. You know, look, she got $11,000, man. Jake only had $5,000, man. You know? It says many more of the federal employee stories on the fundraising site echo Burr's sentiment. A Department of Justice worker said she soon won't be able to provide food to his family. Another government employee is worried she won't be able to afford taking her sick pet to the vet. A TSA agent who had just come back from maternity leave when the shutdown started now can't catch up with her bills, man. So everybody's being affected, you know. So everything is crazy, man. It says a federal worker remained without pay. Democrats said Trump stormed out of a meeting on Wednesday after vowing to continue the partial government shutdown until they agreed to fund $5.7 billion for the border wall. On Thursday, Trump is visiting the U.S. Mexico border. On his way there, he said he doesn't have temper tantrums. You know, so it's just all type of shit going on, caused by this government shutdown, man. And like I said, it's only going to get worse. It's going to stray and stress and cause people to do a lot of crazy things, man. You know, and I can only imagine when it starts hitting these poorer areas, when Jake stopped getting those food stamps, when that Section 8 housing they living in, they get that note on the door that you got 30 days to leave the premises, man. Jake is going to go ape shit out here, man. It's going to be crazy out here, man. You know, that's why, you know, for our people, man, you got to get right with YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI these days, man, and make him your trust in him and honor him, you know. But, you know, hey, it is what it is. It's happening, man. And I really only see it only getting worse, man. You know, it's going to get worse, and it's going to get worse. People are going to get more desperate and more desperate, man. All right. So let me get these scriptures, man. This is Isaiah chapter 19, verse 15. It says, neither shall there be any work for Egypt, which the head or tail, branch or rush may do. And Egypt is talking about right here, is talking about America, that spiritual Egypt, man. And as you can see, there ain't going to be no work, man. Pretty soon it's going to get to the point to where all these jobs are going to be shut down. Nobody's going to be able to work, man. You know, especially when this economy collapses and the dollar goes to zero, man, and they bring in this new world order system, nobody's going to be working. Nobody's going to be making money. And the only way you're going to be able to survive is by taking that RFID chip, man. You know? It says, in that day shall Egypt be like unto women, and it shall be afraid and fear because of the shaking of the hand of Yahweh of hosts, which he shaketh over it. This is ultimately happening because it's all part of the plan of YAHAWASHI, man. This is part of the judgment that's coming down in America. This is part of us seeing America crumbling right before our very eyes, man. Because America wasn't made to go on forever, man. America wasn't, you know, established to be this beacon of hope forever and ever, and to be the kingdom of heaven where righteousness dwells, man. We was ultimately built as a prison house for the tribes of Israel, man, for our transgressions and our wickedness, man. And now the Lord is beginning to touch this place, man. All right, let me get one more scripture and then I'm gonna close it out. It says this is Ecclesiastes 12:3. It says, in the days when let me read from the top. Remember now the Creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. This is Lord talking to you Israelites, man. You got to come back to the Lord, man, before all this evil shit happening, man. You know, because the prophets, we've been out there for years and years telling you this is about to happen, and now it's happening, and you people are feeling the brunt. And a lot of you still not going to get right. A lot of you still not going to remember YAHAWASHI. You're going to continue to trust in this government and to your own detriment, man. It says, while the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened, nor the clouds return after the rain. In the days when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease because they are few. And that grinders is talking about the work, man. You know, and we see work here is ceasing. That the grinders is there are few. There's there's only a few good jobs out here. And most of the jobs that people have, they barely scraping by. You know? It says, and those that look out the windows be darkened. Like these government workers, they're looking out their windows, man, and it's dark because they don't see their job coming back. They're not seeing their paychecks coming in the mail, and they don't see this government shutdown ending anytime soon to where they can have, when they look out their windows, they see hope and light and, progress, you know, for them to sustain themselves. That's why now they're looking out the window. They got to get part-time jobs. They got to do whatever they can to try to make ends meet. But the meat and the ends ain't meeting, man. They still doing bad. And the doors be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low. And he shall rise up at the voice of the bird. And the daughters of music shall be brought low. You know, we see that happening. You know, a lot of these people, they had their alarm clock set to go to work every day. And now that alarm clock is going off. There ain't no job to go to, man. All right. And the grinding is low. They work in Uber, but I'm pretty sure they ain't making the money they was making when they was working these government jobs. You know, so they hurting, man. They doing whatever they can, you know. So, hey, man, it is what it is, man. It's all lined up to biblical prophecy, man. This is all ultimately just judgment from YAHAWASHI. And if you ain't right with the Most High, then you're going to feel these things, man. You know, and like I said, it's only going to get worse. It's only going to escalate the longer this government shutdown is drawn out. These people are going to suffer and going to be hurting. And like I said, it's going to lead to a lot of desperation, a lot of suicides, a lot of drug abuse, alcoholism, desperation, armed robbery, murder, rioting, and all type of other shit, man. So, you know, hey, man, you know, it's interesting times. We're going to see how hot it's really going to get with this government shutdown and what it's going to lead to and how these people are going to react you know, towards it, man. So, you know, with that, you know, Lord willing, this article was edifying, and hey, just keep your eye watching, man. Hey, YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI, it's just getting warmed up, man. So, till next time, I